Hello, hello, my green skins, and welcome to another Orc Wharf Chief Reviews. Welcome to me failing in Mario again. Oh, this game. Oh, this. And today we have with us Super Studio. You can find his Patreon in the link in the description. We do have a retro community. This retro community has done a lot for the channel. Please join us today and having fun with setting up. If you want to get some good art, the man's a good artist. And yeah, we have quite a lot of people. Yeah. And he's working on a comic right now. What comic are you working on right now? Other than your own comic? Are you still working on something else or no?
I like turtles. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm still working on my own comics, my own characters.
Okay, and you got Heidi, her thing's still working up, right?
Heidi.
Yeah. Okay, so he's got a couple things on the ground. So there we go. While we're waiting for people to file in, anything you want to add while we're talking here, or do you want to talk about your Heidi Harden and the other one?
Heidi, 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 ho. Heidi, 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 hey. Every time you say that, it makes me want to do that.
Okay, well, anyway. Go ahead, explain your comic.
Wait, you want me to talk about my comic?
Yeah, I want to talk. Oh, yeah, I'm asking you to talk about Heidi. Your two comics.
Basically, with Henley Heidi,
mm-hmm.
The story is about like a girl in her late 20s. She's a hopeless romantic. She's a writer and everything. Works at a pharmacy. She's been romanceless for a majority of her life. And although one day she finds out that she's the great granddaughter of the legendary Jekyll and Hyde. And so stumbles upon his formula, and she wants to use it to turn herself from a small, flat, petite woman, and she modifies the formula to turn herself into a buxom goddess. But there's a catch. In taking this formula, whenever she turns into this buxom goddess, it basically creates another personality. One that is basically desire incarnate.
Okay.
So basically think of this as it's a tribute to Jekyll and Hyde, but also a little tribute to the Incredible Hulk and She-Hulk kind of stuff.
Also references to the the funny thing that was what's the name of that now? Barbarella and stuff like that. Those old school.
Never seen Barbarella, so I'll have to take your word for it.
Okay. Oh shit! Come on, get him! Damn it! Ah, you bastard! I got screwed. I was cheating this way too. But no, yeah, okay. So, Barbarella, some of these old bombshell type things where the girl turns into a sex pot. Gets transformed into a sex pot. There's a couple like that. I can't remember the name. There's quite a few of them actually. One of them, Evil Tombs, is a horror movie where, well, of course, it's being played by an absolute fucking bombshell of a woman, but she puts her hair up, gets the glasses on, and she's like, I wonder if I could be sexy. And she takes off her top, and you're like, damn, you're like hot, stuff like that. There were women that did the sex pot stuff. And it's like, yeah, total sex pot. Another famous girl, well-known feminist, well-known feminist actually, it was Elvira. Elvira was a sex pot. That a lot of stuff that she did with sex pot stuff. Like, I mean, the end of one of her movies is her literally having a nipple show. I'm like, that's a feminist. She literally goes on stage and twirls her titties Oh God, this our life, my friend, our society.
Yep, we will never see stuff like that ever again.
No, we are seeing a shift. We are seeing a shift, and we'll talk about that shift. Well, like I said, we're just waiting for some more life in the channel. Once we get some more life, we will talk about that shift. But we are having fun. I am playing Super Mario World, one of the classics of the Super Nintendo. And one of my favorite Mario games, although a bastard of a game, which I've actually all Mario games I find are hard. There's only the only Mario games I super find easy and I've beaten through is like Mario Land 2 and 3. Every other Mario game I have beaten, but this is not a master class. I feel less like I've done some good moves in this game, but I'm nowhere near as top tier as I know players. What?
Which Mario games do you like better? The 3D ones or the 2D side scrollers?
Well, I like the RPGs more than anything else. That's like one of my favorites.
So is that like the 3D?
No, I like the RPGs more. Like,
I was asking you what type of Mario games is your favorite.
Yeah, the RPGs. Like Mario, like Paper Mario, that type of stuff.
Is that like a side scroller?
No, they're not. They're RPGs. They're like games where you play an RPG character. Shit, no you don't, no you don't, no you don't. Okay, got him.
Well, when I say 3D and side scroller, I mean like 3D, like Mario 64, where it's like, not just,
yeah. Well, Paper Mario doesn't fit under those qualifications. That's why I'm saying it's, not my thing. You're asking me a question. Well, I'm telling you that I like the old school shit. Like, I like the RPG, because there is a there's like a Mario RPG game right out there. Like that's something that exists in the library.
I don't pay close attention to the Mario games. I do pay somewhat attention to Mario, hot news in terms of stuff like that. Like, for instance, I know of Bowsette and all that, and I also know that Peach put Mario in the friend zone forever.
Yeah, isn't that sad if you think about it? Poor Mario, man, he got friend zoned.
Oh yeah, basically it's like risk his life to save the kingdom time and time and time again. Or it's like, Peach, I think the rumors are true. Bowser isn't kidnapping you. You're basically having a flirty play and whatnot, just have an excuse to go back to his place.
Well, think about it like this.
That's like, in the case that she's always in. It's like, in the case that she's always in, it's like, well, let's just say I'm not going to king shame.
Yeah, you know what? Look at it like this, okay? Let's just add this to the equation of Peach's relationship. I'm gonna say this about Peach's relationship with Mario. If you think about it, Mario definitely Peach is maybe Mario's more of a bro, like looking after a friend or something like that. But if you believe the bullshit, I think personally, if I could be honest, I think Mario always has been kind of cucked. It's just kind of the problem of being, unfortunately, Mario. Like she's like, oh, thank you, Star Child. It's like, I got the Star Child treatment. Like, Daisy at least gave him a kiss on the cheek, man.
Yeah, Daisy and Luigi, they're looking better than Mario and Peach.
And they're not really in a relationship either, if I remember hearing, how the lore goes. Because technically, they're not in a relationship at all. Because Daisy's in her own technical, she has her own thing going. My vibe from the Mario lore is the way it's been always explained to me.
It's basically the modern day knight rescuing the princess.
That's all it is. Yeah, they don't ever incorporate that they. It's like I baked you a cake, Mario. It's like, damn it, man, you baking me a cake? That's not fair. I just went through 9 levels of hell. Like, look, how, like, dude, and how much mushrooms does he take? I mean, he wants to be Super Mario, so it's like vitality up, puts on a cape. I mean, that's some serious like commitment to Peach, and like he never gets anything. It's just, I don't know, man. It's sad. It's actually sad if you think about it. Poor Mario.
Expecting men to do everything and get nothing for it in return, and expect them to be happy with getting nothing. It's like, what do I look like? If I get a Gordon Ramsay show, it's like, hey, congratulations, you just won this contest. You know what you get? No, nothing. Now back to work.
Well, no, come on, men can get stuff. Trust me. It just, unfortunately, it's got to take the right girl.
I mean, basically, it's like I said, it's just today's society. They expect men to do everything for nothing and be happy with nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, and the same people who are demanding that sacrifices of men, they would not make these sacrifices themselves. They're like,
well,
some
I don't. Yeah, but we're talking about the Mario situation. We're not talking about that. Although I will say, there are some. You are the standards have always been doubled when it comes to men, when it comes to society. But that we're not going to get too much into that.
Basically,
yeah,
basically they have the mindset of some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Yeah, but that's war in general. Hey, boys, you're going to go in this battle. I would say it's society. I actually disagree with you. I don't think women are the fundamental issue. I think it's more of a society.
About society.
Yeah, I think it's society that makes you go hurt yourself, not the other way around, man. It's like, go screw yourself. It's like, that's not fair. And I do hate that. That does kind of bother me that we're in a society that does that to men.
Yeah. And it's like, no wonder people are walking away. Well, specifically the men.
No, well, we won't get into that. Like I said, we're touching on a topic I kind of don't want to get too much into. Don't want to get in trouble on channel here.
I mean, speaking of which, in terms of like political stuff, how much can we talk about that stuff on this channel?
We get pretty political here, but our rule is usually we try not to go too far off the rails. Okay, like some people get a little too into this stuff, and then you get like 50,000 angry people screaming about, I can't believe you said that. It's like, really? So my rule is usually try to keep it PG.
I mean, are we allowed to talk about something like, say, a celebrity did during an interview?
Yeah, we can talk about interesting stuff. We just can't go too far one way or another. Okay, like just be very, very careful how far you go on the radar, because the madhouse is the madhouse. It is an open forum. But I do not want to tempt the rabbits, man. Let's just put it that way, okay? My channel's already been shadow banned once. I do not want it to be shadow banned again.
For example, like Sydney Sweeney interview, or is that something we don't want to touch on?
I wasn't planning on talking about tonight, but if you want to talk about, I thought it was kind of amusing. Like, whoever taught her how to deal with that is a brilliant strategic. Like the way that reporter gauged everything was just kind of wrong. And like, how rude was that if you think about it? It's like, do you think you should apologize for a company and the company's responses? It's like, well, first of all, it isn't Sydney Sweeney's response. She got paid to look sexy and wear tight pants. I don't think that's her fault.
Types of who we will not mention, the jealous types, they looked at that, got jealous, and they reached Like they reached to try.
Hello, Simon. Yeah, no, for me, it's kind of annoying today because for my mentality is like she didn't deserve that, and my thought process, she really did try to like it's like, and it was kind of like, she just didn't care, and
Yeah.
I think that's the right way. Can I be honest? I think that's the right way to look at this shit. Like some people get this shit so far up their ass. It's like, are you like are you freaking kidding me? Is this what you want to like, like I get in arguments with people with stupid geek shit. And I mean stupid geek shit. I'll get in these rage out arguments with people. But, once that argument's done, I don't fucking care. I just don't give a shit. It's not on my radar after I'm done having that conversation. I have other things to worry about. Like, what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Can I get like, do I have enough money to buy groceries? Do I have enough food in my fridge? Did I pay my bill? Is this paid? These are things I'm more worried about than anything else on the main spectrum of society. Now, that being said, it doesn't mean I don't want, like, I'm one of those guys who does, like, oh, I just instantly tune it out. I turn it out when it's out of my life, it's out of my life. I don't care. I think too many people like to... Yeah. Like, too many people get so upset and so up their own assholes about this shit. I find it fucking laughable sometimes. Like, it's hypocritical at some points. It's kind of amusing, actually, a little bit, but it's like, it's only just amusing, It gets to a point where I'm like, buddy, really? Is this the hill you want to go on? Jeez, man. Like, we don't need that in our life. You don't need to live your life like that. That's kind of how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people just can't take a breath, man.
Yeah.
Some people can, some people can't. Yeah.
And what do you mean when you say take a breath? Like from just the political stuff?
Well, in general, it's in general. Like, look around you. Like, wake up and look around you. Like, how does this stuff stop? Like, can this solve your life problem? Oh, I just totally fucked that up. Ooh, yeah, I ever fucked that up. I gotta back up. No, like, will this help you being like does this solve anything? Getting upset about it. That's kind of how I look at life. Like I'll get in arguments. Like, good example. I got in a big argument over James Bond recently.
Oh, really?
A huge argument. Yes, I did with someone online who basically said James Bond is something that involves a purple stuff. We won't get in. We won't name names. But this was said to me, and I said, "What?"
You said he's involved with something purple. It's like an eggplant.
You know what I'm talking about. It starts, the graping of grape.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, trolls under their bridge. Yeah, that when your trolls are under your bridge, you need to leave. You need to learn how to cross up the street. Yeah, that's about right. I don't worry about this shit. I
make fun of the dumbasses.
Oh, I make fun of it. Oh no. Oh, don't get me wrong. I totally make fun of this shit. Like I'm a dumbass online that just wants to play video games, talk about political stuff, have a fun time, and have a good conversation. I am not here to do anything else but have a good time. And I think some people need to yeah. That's it. That's all I want to do. I want to have a blast. I want to chat with people. I want to get people involved with the channel and enjoy the fun. If it goes good, you know what? I'm happy. If I get money and I entertain some motherfuckers online, hey, that works. That's the game plan. I'm gonna get angry. I'm gonna get pissy online. I'm gonna lose a death here and there. But at the end of the day, I don't let it get to me. There are moments where it gets to me. Like, I'll get, but like I said, I turn it off and I relax. I read a book. I chill out. Too many people will be like, ugh.
You read a book, take yourself for a walk, and go to bed.
Yeah, read a book, watch TV, and have some good times, you know? Like, fuck. Some people, like, they live in this life of hate, man. It's like, wow, I don't know how you can live that way. Like modern day shit, like the modern day political shit that goes on. Like, there are people that are so infected by this shit. Like, and it, you know, it's of certain side. I know it's more on one side than the other, and I know some people will say that, but I'm like, wow, really? This is the hill you want to die on? Really? This is your absurdity. Okay. Enjoy suffrage. Because you're gonna suffer and you're not gonna like it. It's gonna piss you off. And you're gonna be upset for the rest of your life. Alright, that's what you want. Some people are just like that. They'll just drain themselves. And it floors me how much they drain themselves. They will literally just be like endless anger. It's like, wow. Oh, damn it. I jumped too much. But no, it's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy, some people. Some people are just right out of their minds with this stuff. Like, when I started talking to someone, I said, I can prove to you, because the idea was, it was crazy, actually. It's one of the more crazier conversations I had. I said, I could prove to you that what you're saying about James Bond being what he is, there's not a single time James Bond has not acted or flirted with a girl that hasn't been reciprocal to it.
That's like the Daniel Craig movies?
I can't even think the Daniel Craig's. I can't even remember that. No, none of the James Bond. Really think about it. Like, really, actually, if you've watched James Bond, right? You're a fan of the Bond.
Oh, yeah.
So really think about that, though. Really think about James Bond. Can you think of any time James Bond has been a complete and utter misogynist prick in the movies? Like just off the cuff, the worst of the worst. I can't think of a single time that he hasn't had reciprocal. Now, that being said, other people around him have been. There's a good moment where two women get in a big fight out of nothing. And they get in a weird fist fight when he's in a gypsy camp. Yeah, there's some racist moments, like the Japanese ninja stuff. Oh, no, there is stuff in the movie. But Bond himself has always been... like, it's always been reciprocal. It's always been kind of like the women are into it. If they weren't into it, Bond wouldn't care. Bond wouldn't get involved. You're like, okay, fine. You know, it's this weird attitude that Bond, like, even in the books, like, Bond doesn't seem to be as bad as people portray him as. It's like, no, he's not bad. He's a dick. He's an asshole. Fuck yeah, I'll fucking give him that every day of the week. But is he what they portray him as? Fuck no. No, not at all. I think they just want to, like, you know, burn him down, you know, burn him down because he's a strong man. It's crazy how, yeah, and it's that's why I get mad about that. Like, the idea of, oh, we're gonna make a gay Bond, we're gonna make this Bond, we're gonna make that Bond. I'm like, how about you just don't make James Bond, period?
They basically want to make him into the same type of masculine that we saw in Superman 2025, and where he is the most emotionally unstable man that you will ever see.
Look. Superman, like, that's kind of how I feel about Superman. Like, Superman is one of those characters that, like, if you think about it, he has to be stronger than everybody else. Because if he's not, guess what? He's fucking dangerous. Like, an unhinged Superman an unhinged Superman is basically fucking Homelander, okay? Yeah. It's basically Homelander, right? Oh, hello. Now we lost somebody. Maybe we'll get someone back.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, he's basically Homelander. That is what is. If you want to talk about a guy who's a villain character that's just. I hate this. I hate this stage. This stage is annoying. Yeah, look at what they did with doing with James Bond or Superman is completely different than with say Doctor Who. Yeah. Well, because it's the stoic stuff we're kind of talking about. We're talking about that Bond is a stoic man. Like Doctor Who, you gotta understand, Doctor Who has probably been around longer than anybody else on the planet. And I gotta be honest, even though I think a lot of people like what's his face's Doctor Who, I can't remember his name now. Daniel Craig's Doctor
Who. Man and Jessica Jones.
Yeah. David Tennant. You know, even though David Tennant played a good Doctor Who, I think he was a little too emotional. Like when the Doctor broke down. Yeah, but the Doctor always has, even though the personality, he still has like a level. Like they had a rule with him. They had a rule about when you fuck with the Doctor and how you're supposed to play the Doctor. So for me, I'm kind of like, well, they kind of ruined that rule. But you know, it's neither here nor there if we think about it. Doctor Who has always been one of those characters I kind of. After what they did with him in the later series, like I do not like Leather Jacket Doctor Who, and like Matt Smith was a pretty decent Doctor Who, and Tennant was a pretty decent Doctor Who, but I just didn't care. Like it got to the point where I didn't give two fucks about Doctor Who. And so let's get
a lot of shits to give.
Yeah, I lost. I just stopped caring. It got to that point where I actually don't give a shit now. I'm like, Like they can burn Doctor Who to the ground as far as I'm concerned. Like you know what the great thing about that is? What's happened with Doctor Who now is Doctor Who is so hated and so despised that literally the original there's more feeling and more response to the original stuff. And we're going to have a conversation about retro because I've actually saw it, and there's been a lot of reports now that Gen Z, and this is going to be the start of the first thing before I guess we get to Gen Z have now started to realize, hey, you know what? All that retro stuff that our mom and dad are into, we kind of like it now. And my question to you, Super, is the whole creation of the Gen Z and the idea of retro communities and retro markets, especially retro video games. Do you think YouTube has had a huge effect on that?
To be honest, I don't know. Simply telling you my own opinion in terms of younger people turning towards the old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't really know anything about the video game space, but when you look at entertainment today, your only two options are turn towards the old stuff or turn towards the anime. However, with how things are progressing, you might not be able to turn to anime for very long.
Yeah.
And
we're seeing a rise of retro stuff, for example, like vinyls become a thing in the youth market. Retro video games have becoming a thing in the market now.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Yeah. Oh shoot. Something just quickly. I'm going to be right back. Someone's at my door. I want to see what's going on. Okay, so hold on a sec.
All right.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Hello, sorry about that, guys. My neighbor wanted to bring me down some cheese. So I was like, okay,
That's very
sure.
cheesy of them.
What?
That's very cheesy of them.
That is very cheesy of him. I don't mind. I'm all for it. Thank you, neighbor, for who wants to bring me cheese.
Just be thankful they didn't cut the cheese.
Not yet. He says he's gonna knock, and I'll go quickly grab it, and I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm in the middle of a podcast, so I'll talk to you later, man. I can't chat." All right, we got through one stage. Woo, we're almost done. Once this guy's done, it's over. And boop.
But
He's
anyways,
yeah.
Yeah, in terms of like Gen Z turning towards old content, like me and there's this one YouTuber that says like, yeah, it's like you don't have to consume the new stuff. I mean, there's plenty of like stuff in the past that exists, things that you haven't checked out, haven't seen. It's like there's plenty of that.
Yeah.
And so it's like, with how these entertainment industries are, things have to get a lot worse before they can get better. Basically, it's like, these companies, they have to shut down.
How's it jumping? Like, going good.
Because
Wait, one second, never pause the video in case it's SWAT team. Seriously, you have to keep legal. Hey, I got to keep on. I got to keep in mind when some of my neighbors are really, we help each other out, eh? It's the benefit of being a good person, helping people out in the building. Just keeping an eye on the door there. I was going to see if he wanted some peaches anyway. I had some canned fruit I got today. When my friend was
peachy.
Yeah, I got some canned. I'm going to give him some canned pineapple if he wants it. That's nice to him, It's one of those fun things of having neighbors. I can't believe how fast I beat that. That stage is one of those brutal, like, you're not 100% sure when it's going to end, but when it ends, it's so abrupt. I really do hate that stage. Okay, here we go. Okay, we continue on. Oh, now we finally get the big dinosaurs. We're gonna have fun with the big little dinosaurs here.
And recently, I rewatched, Tron and Tron Legacy.
Yeah. No, I haven't watched it yet.
Tron Legacy?
No.
You haven't seen any of the Tron movies?
No, I've seen the original Tron. I refuse to watch anything else.
Because I was going to say, Legacy is basically a very good allegory for basically what ideologues have done with MGs.
I also don't like. I don't know why they keep trying to make that the actor who did that. He's notorious. Yeah, I don't know who his name is. The one that played that weird Joker.
Jared Leto.
Yeah, I don't know why they keep trying to make Jared Leto the thing.
I need to show you Tron Legacy.
Yeah, because I know Jared Leto. No. Oh, no, I'm not. Sorry, Yoshi. I'm sorry, Yoshi.
And basically, it's like after Tron Legacy, just stop. No need to see Tron Ares.
Yeah, I have no interest as far as I'm considered. Tron ended when Tron ended for me anyway, because people have been like talking about Tron for years, and it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, Tron has been like, why do people love Tron at this point? It's like it was something that was and was not. 1 second, I'm gonna go quickly do something with my neighbor.
It was something that was niche.
So, I'll be right back, chat. Take the cheese. Yeah, sorry about that. Just 1 second. Yeah, he wanted to meet up and do something sometime the next couple weeks, and they're like, okay, sure. So sorry about that, chat. You there, Super?
I'm here.
Yeah. Hey, he gave me a couple slices of cheese. That was nice of him. I'm gonna munch on some
Oh,
cheese
I
while we're
forgot
playing.
what we were talking about now.
We were talking about how retro communities and how the retro game market and YouTube has blown up stuff, especially games like the infamous to LCX Final Fantasy VI and old Super Nintendo games are really starting to see a second coming. So when I was younger, I'm going to kind of explain this here. When I was young, I remember picking up video games and retro stuff a lot back in the day. And there was a time where I was so many times where I would have retro games that would pop up in my market. Like, for example, this right now, what I'm playing. Do you know how many copies of Super Mario World I had one a long time ago? A lot. More than I care to admit. I had so many Super Mario Worlds. At one point, it was crazy how many times I would get my hands on these games. So it was just one of those wild situations where I was very surprised at half the time I just, like, how the hell am I keep getting these copies of this? And it's funny because these are like $30 now, like Super Mario. If you were to get like a classic Super Mario World, this could set you back $30 if you're not careful. Oh shit. Was not paying attention to that. So it was funny that retro game, but now I'm starting to notice, thank you to guys like Angry Video Game Nerd and other gaming community, I am noticing that there's a huge collection of games that are happening now that I never saw before.
And I think it's also due to them trying to basically move everything to digital and get rid of physical. Basically saying that you're going to own nothing and like it.
That is definitely something that is another reason that I'm seeing the retro community kind of explode. And guess what? Guess what YouTube doesn't like? YouTube doesn't like this own something, get to have nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I had 3 copies of Super Mario. I had 3 copies of Earthbound, for fuck's sake. Earthbound! Why did I have 3 copies of Earthbound? It was just like, I was able to get my hands on a copy of a game that most people wouldn't have. And it was just like, like if you try to get those that many copies now, it'd be very hard to get your hands on it. Like, and I had 3 copies because I went to old markets back in the day. There was this market. Like back in the day, there was this mentality of like you had to get the new thing, had to get the new thing, had to get the new game, had to get the new stuff.
What do you mean old mentality? That still exists.
Yeah, but it's shifted. Yeah, it's shifted so different compared to what it is now. Like now, people are obsessed with getting the old stuff. Like I'm seeing stuff fly off the handles in old game markets and stuff. Like I'm already hearing that the Atari, like we have the brand new Atari coming out. Now there can't be that many people that want a fucking Atari. Okay? I just can't see it. I can't see the market like it's being bought. But I think the indie market, I think YouTube has definitely had a major control of the indie market. And the indie market is definitely shifting and turning in a way I never thought I'd see. And that's what's surprising me as a gamer.
What direction did you think it was going to head?
Me personally, I'm not sure. I honestly didn't think YouTube would have this much power over society. And in my opinion, this is why I've been saying one of the biggest mistakes YouTube is doing right now. And like is the idea of getting rid of like the whole violent video game thing they want to do is coming up. And I'm like, are you nuts? Are you nuts? Like you do not.
What?
They actually want to ban violent video games. I don't know if you heard about this.
Oh yeah,
but they
Steam, basically how payment processors are basically going, do our will or we will destroy your business.
Well, it's not based off that though. It's based off the fact that they want to actually burn like now YouTube is threatening certain games are going to be put on the ban list. And I'm like, they already have an unofficial ban list. For those that don't know, YouTube does have certain games that if you legitimately put that up, YouTube will not market you. Like that is that's not a lie. That's actually real. Like, cause like Hitman, I think Hitman's one of them. Like Hitman 2 is technically one of the games. You cannot market that game. If you market it, it freaks the fuck out.
What about like games like Harry Potter?
I don't know if Harry Potter was on that list, but I know Manhunt was. I know some of the Hitman games were. They would not market you for some reason. Like they actually purposely made it so that they would market you. Which is weird to think that, here's games that are very popular and they wouldn't be marketed. Another violent, they're saying some of the old shooters are going to be that. I'm hearing Silent Hill is going to apparently be on the ban hammer. Like all the Silent Hills are going to be on the ban hammer. Apparently.
Warhammer, get ready for ban hammer.
Well, Warhammer's been had a weird thing itself over the years, but I don't know how bad it's going to get. So this is what I'm saying, that YouTube has had such an epic control of the market in a lot of ways. Some for good, some for bad. But I really do it kind of surprises me that YouTube wants to I know YouTube wants to make themselves streamer. They want to turn themselves into a streaming service.
I mean, basically YouTube has outperformed and beaten a lot of streaming platforms.
Yeah, they have. They've burned the market. We can say that YouTube is effectively changing the market.
Although YouTube is very fancy and stuff.
Yeah, I can actually say that without a shadow of a doubt that YouTube is doing that. They have shifted the market. For example, shit. Oh, good, made it. Ooh, come on, you come down there. Oh, good. Almost died there. Yeah, they are changing the market. I never thought I'd ever see that change, though. in my personal opinion, I never thought I'd see a market shift like that. And I'm happy that we're seeing a market shift, but like to me, I'm kind of surprised that YouTube's getting like they like I don't know who's telling them that this is a good idea. Like who the fuck is saying to YouTube, "Hey, YouTube, you know what make you better? You know, don't follow the policy you have now." Yeah. If you want to review a cheesy video game on YouTube or replace any kind of your own goddamn content, it must be okay. Well, I really do wonder what the market's going to do. Like this is a really really interesting thing YouTube's doing to itself. Like I don't get the logic. So I'm hoping that YouTube wises up and goes, oh well, you know what? Let's not ban violent video games. Let's not affect the market. And I'll be honest, the retro community has been so drastically shifted. Like and for the better or for the worse. So I would say some would say for the worse. And in my opinion, I'm kind of neutral to that. Like the idea that games like Final Fantasy VI, Zelda. I actually didn't. I didn't know what cheese. I didn't know that was a cheese because I'm trying to play and read the chat. Right now I'm eating good old American cheddar.
Oh, the cheddar.
Yep. Cheese is good. Okay, I usually don't diss out cheese like this, but this was one of the few times I was like, oh wow, free cheese. Okay, sure. And I gave him a big can of pineapples because I had some pine.
I mean, I'm lactose intolerant, so take that as you will.
Yeah. Oh, you poor man. You know, I've already said to one of my friends, I remember talking to about this. I said, you know, if I can't eat spicy food, shoot me. Just fucking end it. Just take me out like Old Yeller. Just take me out like Old Yeller. I do not want to live in a world if I don't have cheese. I don't have it.
I don't want to live in a cheeseless reality.
Yeah. No. If I can't handle, like, I could handle not having like cheese. That would suck. But I could not handle not eating spicy food. Like that would be the worst thing. Like that would really make me upset. Like I would be just sad. It's kind of funny that the indie market.
Billy Hillbilly to a sad mad lad.
I'd be really upset. Like I'd be like, no, my cheese, my spicy food. Because you know what I like to do?
What?
I will take. I made a big batch of cabbage soup. I took an entire thing of Tabasco and I mixed it in with jalapeno peppers and I added it to my cabbage soup just to have a nice spice kick. Oh, I enjoyed that. That was so freaking good. I was just like, yes. I was so happy to have that. I was like, oh yeah, yeah. Give me that goodie. I was so happy to have that. It was like so tasty.
But in terms of like retro video games, like what's some of your favorite games from back in the day?
Well, I'm playing one now, even though I hate it. I like this game. Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship. It's a love-hate relationship. I really do love and hate this game. It's a great game, but it drives me.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's a toxic relationship. You gotta dump them.
Oh, I agree. It is one of my favorite games. Metroid.
One of my favorite games I recently played. It's fun but frustrating. until you get all the power-ups, then it's just fun.
Okay, what is it?
Hulk Ultimate Destructance.
Ah. I like this game. This was like this. If we're talking Super Nintendo, Final Fantasy VI, Mega Man X 1, Mega Man X 3, Mega Man Mega Man 8 is up there. It's up there. It's not my favorite, not my worst. I don't hate it. I don't love it. Let's see here. Probably my other favorite is Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Oh fuck! There's a lot. There's a lot of games on this console that I absolutely love. You know, this was my first. This was the first console I ever got for Christmas. Was a Super Nintendo. Yeah. Oh, the gas tonight will be great.
I also like the Dead or Alive series.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Basically, something that we can all use lessons from in terms of female characters and games and movies and whatnot.
Yes, I know.
If you ever heard Itagaki, if you ever heard Itagaki speak in an interview.
Yeah. Yeah, I have seen the gold Yoshi. I've never unlocked the gold Yoshi though. Like, I'm not trying to cheat the system, but you can unlock a gold and silver Yoshi. Yeah, I've seen the hacks for that.
Although, like, have you ever? No, I was talking about Itakoshi, like the creator of the Dead or Alive games.
Yeah, I have. I one of my favorites. 1 second, I want to check and make sure you're on. You're getting on the signal here. You should be on. Yeah, you're registering. Okay, you're good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I have. My favorite's the guy. My favorite was the guy who did B2. I wish there was a site where you could find all the work. That was my favorite. Yeah, 2B. What the hell? Oh, my controller didn't do that. That was weird. Yep. Yeah, it's not a hack. It's technically not a hack, but you can unlock the. You can unlock them. It's actually an interesting way to do it.
Basically, you have to self-destruct.
Yeah. There's a way to. There's a way to legitimately cheese to get the gold and silver. I have done it, but it's a bastard to do. There is a way to cheese these. I know some of the tricks, like I know the stair trick works still. Like, that's a great trick if you wanna sneak by areas. Like, I technically can't kill this ghost, but if I was to do a certain trick, you can actually catch the ghosts off guard and stuff, and you can cheese them. There's a way to kill ghosts too. I just don't like these stages where they're like throwing everything at you. It's like this. It's like, come on, really? But I will cheese the fuck out of the secret stage. I will go back to that secret stage and get my stuff. This is how I usually beat this game. Yeah, it's ridiculous to get it though.
Yeah. I mean, with the Steam Deck, I've gotten some of the Dead or Alive games like 6 and 5. Also got Stellar Blade and Soul Calibur.
Yep. I'm not against that. Like that's some people like those games. For me, Stellar Blade is meh. It's mid. The gameplay's mid. Oh no, the artwork for it's amazing. The gameplay is mid though. For me, anyway. I don't like the gameplay for Stellar Blade. Yeah, you can cheese out with that. Yeah, there's some great. No, I've seen some of the hacks for that because there was a time when I remember, like, way back in the day. If we're gonna talk about Super Mario World, I remember when there were like people were talking about that years ago, and it's like, oh, that's amazing. That's a real thing. I was shocked that was real back in the day.
So is there anything else you wanted to talk about for the stream?
Oh, lots. I was just talking. Well, we're going to be talking about poachers next.
Porch pirates.
Yeah, porch pirates. So, okay, can I be honest? When I was young, I did a lot of bad stuff. But stuff you do stupid shit when you're a kid. I think, like, if you're a 32-year-old man stealing someone's stuff from their house like that, I mean, mechanical pencils and shit, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I can understand, like, most of the stuff I don't get like, I make it a point that, 90% of the time when that sucked. Okay. I'm not having a good run with this. Just go for this again. Like people, like, most of the time, like, I don't buy anything super important. Like, if I can, I'll buy it in town. Worst comes to worst, I'll get Amazon to grab it for me. But, like, to me, it's just kind of funny that there's people, like, that will go out of their way to steal your valuables like that, right from your house. And it's just, like, I don't understand it personally. Like, as a grown adult, when you're 20 something, when you're like 15, okay, I could see a 15-year-old doing something like that. I could see a 20-year-old. I can't see a grown adult man doing that. And if I see a grown adult man doing that, it's like, yeah, I believe that's theft under 500. Like, I think that's like a certain rule over that. Like, that's a theft over something, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, theft over $500 is a felony.
It is a felony, yeah. So it is technically a crime, or it's theft under 500, determining on what you stole. So it's technically illegal to do this. So why are you going out of your way to steal something that someone else, earned?
Well,
Like,
because
that's kind of
one, these are people who grew up under certain benefits, and so it gave them the mindset that everything is owed to them. Basically, if they want it, then
I
theirs.
don't believe that. Yeah. I don't believe that. That's kind of a broad. That's such a broad stroke. I don't agree with that. That's.
I said a few reasons. That's one of them. Like, a lot of people feel like they're entitled to things.
Okay, what's the other one?
The other one being that, depending on what areas you're in, basically the soft on crime areas, it's like they're going to do it because, hey, it's fun. Who's going to stop us? We can do whatever we want. And, these are people who will keep pushing and pushing to see how much we read.
Throw that right out the window, because that's happening. Porch pirates are everywhere now. But these are people that literally drive to other, like, rich areas to go steal the rich areas stuff.
Yeah, and I never understand that, where it's like, well, you need to cut them a break because these people are Aladdin. These with the heart of gold who only steal things to feed their children. It's like, oh yeah, he's going to feed this kid that nice PS5. Like, wonderful.
But, like, yeah, because most of the time what ends up happening is this stuff just gets resold on eBay. 90% of the time, that's all that happens.
Yeah, and so, and then when you try to stop these people, where it's like, oh, these are Aladdins with the heart of gold. They would never hurt a fly. It's like, yeah, try and stop them and see what happens, because they will get violent about it.
Oh yeah, they will. Someone got stabbed. I was talking to a friend of mine about that. Someone he knows personally got stabbed because he actually tried to stop someone from robbing his stuff. Like, I've had people walk it. Like, for example, I've left my door unlocked in one of my old places, and I actually had someone would walk in and steal stuff. It'd be like small little bit things. But I even said, I even remember saying to one of my neighbors, if I ever catch whoever's doing that, I'm going to break his fucking arms. It's like, what? Yeah, I'm going to break... I'm gonna like legitimately. I catch him in my place. I catch Castle Doctrine. I will break your arms.
And what did he say to that?
The guy's like, wow. It's like, yeah, well, I don't care if it's something small. Don't be stealing from me.
Yeah. I remember like Super Mario Logan, the YouTube channel with the Mario plushies and whatnot. But basically, in one video, like Rosalina gets mad at Mario and tries throwing the hammer at him, hits his landlord's car instead, and so the landlord decides to press charges. And basically, it's like, oh come on, it's like we'll pay for the damages and all that. It's like, Mario, I'm a millionaire. Do you think that money is what this is about? No, this is about principle. She needs to face consequences for her own actions. It's like, but she was trying to throw the hammer at me, not your car. It's like, well then, good. Why wouldn't you want her to go to jail? She's going to jail where she belongs. It's like, but you don't understand. She was just mad. It's like, okay, well, Mario, when I get mad, I know not to throw hammers at people's car because guess what? Here's a silly little notion. I was raised right.
Yeah, well, that's kind of a lot of people say that. Like I said, I for me, it's laugh out loud funny how many of these people are doing this, and some of it's getting nasty. Like people are like walking out with shotguns and saying, "Put my package back." Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna shoot somebody for my mechanical pencil.
Hey, well.
No, there's a point when it all depends on what's in that box. I won't deny there is a point where I'm like, okay, I will not end like completely. If you enter into my property, however, if you get into my house, that's a different story. You walk into my house and grab something.
It's like I will not tolerate stealing, and you better pray that the cops do something about it because if they won't, your life is going to be in my hands. And you're going to be praying that your life was in the hands of the cops. Because they were going to be very nice to you. More nice than what I was going to be.
Yeah. No, I get that. And I get that mentality, too. I really do get that mentality of, okay, I get the mentality of people being that upset over this. Oh, I totally understand it. Oh, you fucker. No, get back there. Ah, whew. I get the logic. I get the brain logic of no. If you enter into my property, that's a different beast. The second you enter into my place, that's a different. But if it was on my porch and it was a mechanical pencils, I could always get those returned. That's no problem. But people pulling out shotguns, I wouldn't do that.
I mean, it really does depend on if they do it repeatedly too. It's like they gotta learn that lesson somewhere or another.
Yeah, okay, that's where we get into the difference that's where we get into the dangerous thing. I'm actually, if you keep doing that to the same person, never, like, criminal fact 101, never, ever hit the same spot over and over and over again. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do that.
This whole mentality that it's on the victimized to basically ensure the safety of the victimizer, where it's like, I know the victimizer doesn't care about your safety and is looking to basically put your life in danger if it so benefits him, but it's your job to make sure that he stays safe in doing that to you. It's like, F no. It's like, he wants to, inconvenience me, I'm going to inconvenience the F out of him.
See, I to a point, I do agree with you. To a point, I'm actually in agreement. But it all depends on where the person comes from. Like, I look. Oh, wait. Okay, on my porch is my property, known as the cart. Yeah, I get that. Hey, you know what? And if you have Castle Doctrine rules, guess what? If the law says you can, someone goes onto your land and you can dance next to the motherfucker, I'm not going to deny that. You have every right, if it is under your law, to defend your area. I totally agree.
I mean, here in Oklahoma, we have something called Make My Day laws.
Yeah. I believe in that. Defend your property asset. I do believe in that. But if it's not on my property or if it's like outside my door, the second you enter into my dwelling, that's when I have a different opinion. That's when I say fuck the laws. You entered into my house. You are lunch. You are lunch, motherfucker.
And you know of like this comedian called Gabriel Iglesias?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Have you heard his story about like when someone broke into his house and so he decided to get a gun?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bird. Yeah. It is buckshot. Yeah, you gotta hit someone twice. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. No, for me, my opinion. Wait, I haven't 100%. You haven't 100% this yet. What? Oh, I haven't 100%. Well, you know that. You know that, Michael. You know me for a long time. No, I have not 100% this game yet. I probably never will.
And basically, that's how the story goes.
Yeah. Like I said, up here where we're at, where I'm at in Canada, unfortunately, we don't really have those defense laws. Like they'll send you to jail. I'm gonna quickly grab a drink.
Even if the guy's trying to kill you, it's like basically the judge will look at that and be like, "Well, it was your job to die. He had every right to kill you."
No, it's bad.
We're gonna kill you.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad, but you're not 100% wrong there. Like I actually think that like we just had something happen recently up here that's pretty bad.
I mean, to be honest, I think it is that bad, especially considering when you look at certain people that were elected recently, like this one governor who was like,
hey. So yeah, no, it's bad. But anyway, we got you're getting back into the political stuff. We gotta kind of like skirt the political, man. I don't want to get the chow in trouble. Yeah. So, but like, yeah, there's been some problems over the years. Now, as to what Mike's just said, Mike asked and said, "Oh, you're still playing this?" Yes, of course I'm playing this. I'm going to beat it. I just don't know if I'm going to 100% this game. No, don't expect me to hit the special zones. I haven't hit the special zone since I was a kid. But no, back to the Porch Pirates. So what people have decided, that some people have actually decided to get really creative with this. Like Porch Pirate, my favorite one so far is there's a story going around. I don't know if it's true. There's no AI image of this, but people think it's fake. And it might be fake, it might be real. But there is a story of someone putting hornets in their package. They put a hornet's nest in there.
I mean, I saw one where someone put rattlesnakes in one.
Yeah, put a fucking rattlesnake in there. I mean, Jesus.
No, rattlesnakes were. And like, they popped out.
I don't believe that's real, though. So some of these are AI, unfortunately. Yeah, but I'll be honest. I'm shocked that people are like, I mean, some of this is getting real wild. Like, I was laughing when I heard about the hornet thing. Apparently, how he had it happen was he put a hornet's nest in a box, and then he set it so that if you go to pick up the box, the spring opens and the hornet's nest bursts out. I mean, if that's real, holy shit. That is evil. I salute you for defending your property, sir, but that is truly fucking evil.
Thieves get what they deserve.
To a point, I agree. To a point, I agree. Like, I also hear paint problems. Yeah, people are. Yeah, people are using paint.
Do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Basically, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's like, and should the worst happen if you try and steal something, well, let's serve for example to others not to try that, because anything can happen. Because, a lot of things that, people think when they do this is that they think that they are ensured safety. Like, the person that they're about to victimize owes them safety in doing that. It's like, no, they don't.
No, they don't. Like, no one owes you safety when doing this. Like, and that's the thing that makes me laugh. It's like, you are not safe by doing this. This person has no responsibility for your life. You are effectively making it so that they have every reason to see you harm happen to you. I personally think anybody stupid, like, this is why, breaking and entering into people's, especially nowadays, there was a time where, it wasn't this bad. And again, if these were a bunch of 15-year-olds doing this 90% of the time, I'd be a little more like, okay, that's a society problem. You guys just need to fix the society issue. Problem solved. But this is grown adult men and girls are doing this. Women are doing this. They're just randomly hanging out with their friends. I'm going to go steal this package. Ha 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 ha. I'm like, what the fuck are you thinking?
I mean, I'd advocate for, the bad stuff to happen to them just to wipe the smirk off their faces.
Like, that floored me when I found that. I was talking to a friend of mine about that. I said, are you kidding me? Women are actually, like, women are doing this on a, like, it's being done on a wide, like, they're bringing their kids out to porch pirate. Like, this actually happened recently.
Oh, yeah,
where
because they don't really face any consequences for this, so in their minds, they're thinking, hey, this is fun for the whole family.
Yeah, bring the whole family. We're going to go rob this person. I'm like, okay, how morally bankrupt are you if that is a fucking thought in your head?
I mean, Bill Burr put it best when it came like to, like the women who basically do that stuff, where it's like, how the women basically do like stupid shit and they basically face no consequences for that shit. It's like, I gotta tell you, I think they need to get hit once or twice. Because, no, think about it. As a guy, if you said something stupid and all that and you squared up to a guy and you ended up getting hit for that, you have a moment of reflection afterwards, thinking like, okay, yeah, you know what, looking back on it, I think I was in the wrong for that. But, when it comes to women, when they do stupid shit like that, it's like, they basically have this, mentality because they're never pushed back on it. They never face any consequences for it. And so they're like, it's like, what's going to happen here? I can do whatever I want, and you guys aren't allowed to do a thing about it. And
yeah, that's where the problem. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm shocked that women are willing to do that.
Yeah.
So you can get a food-safe UV reactive dye that won't even. Yeah, I know people. Well, you know what? Funny thing about that is people are using actual, like, they're actually getting their hands on the police dye, like the dye the blue dye that they blow up in people's faces. And the people are like, the funny thing about this is, what makes me kind of chuckle is this is what's happening is they're like, oh, okay, you get this dye, great. They're actually just hitting them with these red blue dyes, not the luminescent shit, but the actual shit. And I think that is that is laugh out loud funny in my opinion. That's like, really, you're hitting them with that?
That's hilarious.
That is right. I can't be the only one that thinks that's funny. Okay. Like, wow, that's just nuts. Like, people are getting hit with that dye. I'm like, wow, that's unique. I didn't think that would ever happen. I can't remember how to unlock everything here, so this will be interesting. Maybe I should have went and got myself a blue Yoshi. Oh well, no big deal. But no, it's shocking to me that people are like, yeah, no, we're gonna hit you with the full dye. Someone put a not a shock collar, but he strapped electricity to his the guy got sued for doing this, so you might not want to do this, people. And again, I'm not going to condone fighting against porch pirates, but I will talk about it because it is kind of amusing. So this guy actually took a electrical shock, and he actually set it so that when someone went to pick up his package, they got a jolt, and they got a full jolt. I'm like, holy shit, that's a full jolt. I'm like, wow, that is kind of crazy that actually became, like, he got legitimately jolted like that.
I support that.
Well, I don't condone it. Let's just put it that way, okay?
But you don't condemn it either.
No comment. I gotta stay neutral. I gotta be good on the YouTube.
I can neither confirm nor deny whether I condone and neither condemn it.
Yep. But that is the thing about porch pirates. Like, I mean, Jesus hell, like, really, is that something that, like, bringing your kid, though, that floored me. Like, that to me is the most dishonest, horrible thing you could do. You're bringing your kid to a crime scene, for fuck's sakes. Like, how about don't bring your child to a crime scene? Thank you very much. I don't know. That to me is more morally wrong than anything else. Like, that's your child, man. Don't bring your child to this shit. That's not right. That to me still upsets me to this day. I'm like, I can't believe someone actually did that. Like, their kid, and they had a bunch, when they got arrested, they had a bunch of packages in the back of their car. Because I looked up these anecdotes. I looked up porch pirates and kind of news reports. There's like 2 kids, a baby, and a bunch of stolen packages. She was driving around town stealing packages. What thought process? Like why would you do that? Jesus hell. Like, just wrong. Just fucking wrong, man. I don't know. That to me is like, say goodbye to your kids. That's how I feel about that. Like, that's where,
Hey, if that's what you're doing to your kids, then you don't deserve the house.
Yeah.
But that's messed up.
Yeah. Okay, military stuff. However, the same law applies with U.S. all military stuff surplus. However, surplus civilians can't be used as the same surplus as a police force. No condition there whatsoever. Well, no, because I've actually used a dye that stained on someone pretty good for a long time. That's a practical joke I cannot talk about on stream. Maybe if I can get the Patreon up and running and the Patreon starts getting higher on the list and we start getting a lot of people on the Patreon or the YouTube goes up, I'll talk about that practical joke.
Oh man, you gotta tell me.
Oh, I'll tell you in private, but I will not talk about that practical joke. I had a friend of mine do something really malicious a long time ago. We turned a person into a grimace. That's all I'm going to say. Mm. Oh, yeah. It took a long time. It was fun time. And I'll tell you this right now. Payback is a bastard. I mean, I'm not a prick, and I don't usually hurt my friends. I don't believe in hurting my friends, but if you piss me off, you may receive something. Oh, you remember this story? Oh, God, don't say it though. That's a Patreon only. That's a Patreon only. Shut up.
I wasn't gonna say the story.
Hey, let me just explain. I know exactly what you did. Okay, what did I do?
Don't give him an opportunity to explain it. It's for Patreon only.
It's Patreon only.
But anyways, I was gonna say, it's like, yeah, I can be pretty nice, but if you cross me, Oh, you're gonna find out how petty I can be.
See, I don't believe in being petty, but if I have to, I will. That's kind of one of my rules in life. Like, if I have to be a prick, I'll be a prick. But don't do that to me.
Basically, I'm like, you know what? I could scream, I could shout, I could call you nasty names, but one of us has to be the grown-up here. And it ain't gonna be me.
Yeah, unfortunately. I don't believe in that, though. I believe in trying to be respectful.
Oh yeah, basically for me, it's like, I'm someone that goes tit for tat, where it's like, don't do anything to me, I won't do anything to you, don't start nothing, there ain't gonna be nothing.
About a month or so. What do you mean about a month or so? I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you talking to me?
No, I was talking about someone in the chat. They're talking. I'm assuming this might be someone I know in real life, maybe. Shoot. No, dead. That's okay. We're not going to talk about it. It's Patreon only. I know it's not the guy. I know it's not the guy actually made a grimace. Because if it was him, I know his handle online. He would be very he'd be being kind of pissy if I brought it up.
Are you friends with him?
Oh, I'm still friends with this guy. Yes, to this day. We haven't we didn't stop being friends just because of this. You're bad at this game. Yes, I'm bad at this game because I'm looking at chat. The guy who usually is supposed to be looking at chat is not here. Therefore, I am going to suck a little bit because, the one guy that's supposed to be watching isn't here right now. I'm not saying. You'll find out. 500 subscribers or the Patreon or I get at least 10 people to join the Patreon. That's the rule. Yeah, I'm still friends with this guy. Actually, I actually have a couple of his anime figures from. I have some of his old Dragon Ball characters from back in the day, because what happened was the Dragon Ball characters I had at the time. My friend was he was supposed to come get the figures, and he just never did come back and pick them up. So I have Gen 1 Dragon Ball Z figures from the first Dragon Ball Z figures that were made back in the day from that original collection. So I have a Bulma. I have a old school Goku sitting in a closet in a box, in a little shoe box. And then I have regular Goku. Then I have Gold Goku, Super Saiyan 1 Goku. And then I have Trunks. I have one other figure. Unfortunately, like I said, they're just sitting here collecting dust, and he still hasn't come grab them. So I'm waiting for him to come pick up his fucking figures. He still hasn't picked up his figures. Come get your shit. And I have a Piccolo. I also have a Broly. It's one of the interesting Brolys because it's the Broly that it's an interesting Broly because it's one of the few Brolys in the game in the thing that has it's one of the few Brolys out there that unfortunately it's like a Gen 1 or Gen 2 Broly. It's one of those early Brolys. It's sitting in there. They could barely move. They're not my figures because mine I glued their arms up. So yeah, I think I also think I have another character in here of his. I have one of his dragons, actually, from the Whiz Kids, but he's not getting that back. It's mine now. It's my dragon! He wants it back, he's got to pay for it. I think it's only fair. It's been here for 20 years. I don't think he fucking cares. Yeah, that's my rule. He hasn't come claimed it. It's my blue dragon. It's no longer yours. Oh, I hate this stage. Oh, fuck off. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. Damn it. Yeah, so no, I have his blue dragon that he never came and got. I also think I have a couple of his Yu-Gi-Oh cards here. I just don't know if they're his or whose they are. I have an old Blue Eyes White Dragon and a couple, like, I have like a starter deck from like the early franchise. I don't know whose that is though, so I can't just give that out. Oh, fuck off. You gotta run there, and it's just like trying to get that run going, and I can't seem to get that run going. Yeah, I know, it's not, I'm not getting enough momentum for that run, though. I can cheese it, it's not like it's a problem, I just hate cheesing that. As long as I have the feather, I can cheese that, so it's not a big issue. It's just really fucking annoying that I can't seem to get that run going. I can't seem to get a fast enough momentum, that's the problem. Oh shit. Ooh. Oh, that was a good one. Okay, wait for this to drop. And there we go. And... no! No! Okay, so, yeah, no, that's kind of my feeling towards Porch Pirates. So next on the docket is, we're going to talk to you about this anyway. What's your thoughts on the show on the whole comic thing with mental illness and superpowers and stuff? Like what's your feeling towards kids with cancer and shit like that? Like how do you feel about the superhero lore when it comes to the fact that there's all this wondrous stuff and people could they could like save themselves from super diseases and shit, but yet the general populace doesn't have this earth-shattering medicine. Super? Did we lose Super? I think we lost Super.
Wait, I thought I was unmuted.
Yeah, so what's your thoughts on that? Like the idea that there's all this wondrous medicine, drugs, and other substances that exist, yet, the general populace doesn't get it, but, superheroes get it.
Neutral on it. Can't really, I don't have a strong opinion about it one way or the other.
I personally think it's kind of funny that they actually did that. Because there's a running joke where it's like this kid gets cancer, and it's like, wait, do I have cancer? Is that why you're showing me your secret identity?
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's funny.
Yeah, that is funny. I thought that was kind of amusing.
It's I'll keep your secret for the rest of my life. But yeah, for however short it is. Bye!
Well, actually, I don't know exactly what the substance was, but we won't get into that. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny that they did that. And I just kind of, it makes me kind of laugh. That because there's so many substances in the superhero universe that exist that a lot of people don't seem to, know about. Like, there's so much shit out there. And it's kind of amusing that this stuff exists, but we're not really. Oh, thank the goodness that I got that solved. Okay, goes back. Woohoo! And I got those tablets. Woohoo! See, hey, I'm doing pretty good. You know what? I might suck, but at least I'm doing pretty good. Like, come on. This is actually a pretty good stage out. Get that? We're almost done. Come on. We're almost done. We're almost done. We're almost done. Yep. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, we're... What the fuck? No! No, the time got me! Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch, I was doing so good! Damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it! Oh, not fair! Not fair! We got so far, chat! Oh, okay, keep going. I was doing so good! Bullshit! Absolute bullshit! I call bullshit on that one. Oh well, alright. But no, so you have no opinion on this, on the idea of superheroes, how superheroes get these special breaks. Like, what do you feel about the fact that alien technology in the superhero comics is like hoarded and like magic is hoarded, for example? Could you imagine how positive could you imagine giving magic to the general populace? Like, how much that could solve so much Earth problems?
But then again, it can also create some too.
Yeah, but you know, there's a lot to that, right? Like, I think a lot of people don't.
It can also be the same premise for why Superman doesn't. One of the reasons for why Superman doesn't reveal his secret identity. One of them being that, to protect his loved ones and all that. But the other reason being that, one of the reasons being that his help would be called for endlessly to solve tasks that even human beings, they could solve themselves. They'd grow lazy, and it is their nature to abuse such a resource.
Yeah, but the genie's out of the bottle, right? Like, especially in the DC universe, how many invasions have they fucking had at this point? Like, I've always wondered about that. Like the idea, like, there's even a time when Metropolis becomes a future city. And it's like, okay, this became a future city. Why in the hell is the future city that is Metropolis? There, I beat it. Like, why is the future city being changed and shifted, and then no one wants to talk about the fact that the future city exists, and it's like, oh, that disappeared. Oh, it's regular Metropolis now. How many people are going to be like, oh my God, we just lost our like Eden? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm talking about the tomorrow's yesterday or something. I can't remember the name of the thing, but it's like tomorrow something. I'm like,
I know.
Yeah, you just took their Eden away. Like, I also feel kind of bad for Gotham because Gotham never gets that fucking break. Poor Gotham gets treated like shit. Because Batman needs to suffer. Yeah.
Hey, at least Gotham looks a lot better than New York.
Yeah, I agree. Gotham looks a lot better. And probably Gotham will still be around, where New York, we're not 100% certain what's going to happen in New York soon.
The saying used to be, hey, our city may not be all that in a bag of chips, but hey, look on the bright side. At least we're not Detroit. Now New York has become at least we're not Detroit. It's like, hey, at least we're not New York.
Well, I think we've had that mentality for like, hey, it could be worse. It's not Seattle. They can still say they're not Seattle.
Saddle us with Seattle.
Yep. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that I know they gave him the mind control tablets now. That seems to be the thing that they're doing with Superman. So, how do you feel considering the fact that we're going to be talking about Bat Dad? Do you have anything else to say about My Adventures with Superman, or are you Because now they're going to be making. Oh, hello, Captain Mom Panda.
Basically, it's like I haven't seen My Adventures with Superman. I don't plan to. From what little I've seen of it online, it's like, yeah, this really isn't Superman. It might be a step in the right direction by, some people, like from what people are saying, it's like, it might be a step in the right direction, but a step is all I can grant it.
Yeah. I will say that there is some waifu bait in that. I think that's like, because I know Supergirl had a huge, people really like their Supergirl.
Models her after Android 18.
Is it modeled after? Is it actually legit? Actually, like they actually legitimately said it was modeled after Android 18.
Nothing said, but you just look off your eyeballs.
Okay. Not verified, but you say it's Android 18. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, yeah, okay. I can see why people want some Supergirl. I mean, who doesn't want Power Girl, for fuck's sakes? Okay. like I am an avid believer in Power Girl. Okay, Power Girl's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Two things have never let me down in this life: the American Constitution and boobs.
Yeah.
Two things have never let me down in this life.
Oh, yeah! Woohoo! Said I'm bad at this game. Bad what? Bad how? I'm good at this game. If I can actually pay attention to it. But no, I think personally my thought process with this is, I don't know how oh, we got someone who just showed up.
Howdy, partners.
Hello, DJ Ronnie. Welcome to the Madhouse.
Ahoy.
It's a madhouse.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I see you playing a Mario game, and I love Mario.
Okay, so we were talking about how the retro community has shifted. I am sucking at this part. This is like really. Okay. Yeah, so I was talking about how YouTube has changed the retro community, and how a lot of games that used to be like really like kind of like that big like so close. How a lot of games that would be kind of unknown back in the day, because like if you're an older gentleman yourself, like you're a little older than, you're about around my age when yard sailing used to be a thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, broken SNES card.
Games at a yard sale. You can buy. I think I bought a Game Boy or some crap at a yard sale once.
Oh yeah, I bought a bunch of games. Like I had 3 freaking. I got my hands on Earthbound 3 times thanks to yard sales. And I gave them away to people. Kind of got help, like people wanted to play them. But no,
Earthbound. Is it bound to Earth? I mean, is it a space game?
it's a good game actually. It's something I might actually play later. It's Earthbound is the sequel to what is known as the Mother franchise. Earthbound. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
It's actually a really good game. It's a
Like
it's
someone
it.
calls you mother loving orc, and I used to think it was like a curse word cleaned up by her.
No, it actually is a reference to mother. Um, hello, and it's a madhouse. It's a mad. Yes, it is a madhouse. This is the open forum chat. This is where we get people. Anybody can join if you're part of the main group. If you're part of the retro community that I support, and that includes LCX if they want to come in. So my opinion is that thanks to YouTube and people like the Angry Video Game Nerd and other big other streamers, kind of other video makers and other people who are putting content out, I truly believe they have changed the market, and for better or worse. In some ways, you could say worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it the people who are buying the games or the people playing them on streaming?
Well, people buying them, people playing them on streaming, like the retro community has shifted, but we're starting to see people fall in love with Super Nintendo games. And the main conversation about this is that Gen Zs are starting to get into emulation more, and they're starting to buy and play these old games. They want to play like Super Nintendo games. They want to play PlayStation games. They want to play the older games.
And I can understand the appeal because I mean, even when I was a kid, part of it was a two-factor thing. You know, we didn't have the money to like just buy random games. We had an N64. We had a surprising library of games, partly because we accumulated them around the holidays, and you know, 1 or 2 games here and there. One game on a birthday, maybe a used game there. A friend gives me a game, but like, you know, the PC opened up doors and enabled us to, you know, like run things that we would never have an arcade cabinet in the house, especially back then, and nor should we. Because the arcade cabinet for one game is just kind of insane. Granted, today you could buy things that let you run multiples. In fact, some of these arcade cabinets run on emulators, but like, you know, just cool playing Lunar Lander and having something other than freaking, no, I shouldn't, I was going to say Solitaire, but Elle actually taught me Solitaire 2 days ago, so I might end up liking it. But so far, like, I always used to, like, hate, okay, that's besides, why I used to hate Solitaire compared to Minesweeper? But I don't really hate it, I just sucked at it, I didn't know what to do. But that's another story. My point is, it's just economical.
Yep, I see what you're saying. But no, I'm from what I'm seeing, games are like, because the way I look at it, like what spurred this is the conversation I had with someone recently about the fact that the new retro console that's coming out, like the new retro Atari / Coleco, has apparently already sold out.
Really? Is that a 2600?
Yep. The new thing that's coming out is the new Intel
2600 remake I got from the recycling heap at Best Buy. It's like got an infrared wireless joystick and it's super basic. It's got a few games preloaded on it. I mean, I don't know if you can modify it, but I do have that.
Yeah, but the fact that that actually is happening floors me as a guy who plays old video games. I'm like, what the fuck? like, okay. To me, that is like that is a market I never saw coming, you know. And I'm kind of floored that this game I didn't see happening. All of a sudden, bam, a market like what, like how did this become the thing that, you know, people are talking about? How is it people are buying these old consoles? And you know, and that's the thing. There's a huge markup on old consoles, and retro consoles are starting to become more of a thing. Like, there's only a certain generation. Like, there's only so often a generation can get away with. You can say, "Oh, this generation bought it because of this." It's not actually the gaming community. It's this. It's like, no, it's not actually that. There has to be if you're selling out stuff that fast and that heavy, then you have to take in consideration that there's something more going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
Could it be hype? Because I mean, look, when you play Atari for a few minutes, you know, I get ADD. Like, I just have to swap cartridges constantly. Like, I can only play the same game for so long on a real Atari. But on the other hand, maybe that's the state of affairs with modern games. They've gotten too damn expensive and too shitty And I mean, look at Slim Nim. Like, he'll be like, "I'm sorry, guys, I play old games." Like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, PlayStation 4 is pretty up to date. But not only that, Slim
Yeah.
picks some unique indie games, man. He plays some interesting games actually. There's like just like stuff that like I don't want to watch someone play freaking Call of Duty again.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I was even talking, like, because like what I was bringing up with Super, was the fact that we have a generation of kids that just like. Okay, a good example of this: Final Fantasy, for example, the fabled golden cow, as certain individuals put it. I've never seen the love for a lot of old Super Nintendo games as I see now. Like, there's just love for this console that I never saw. There's love for PlayStation games. I never saw this type of love for these old consoles before. Like, back in the day, people bought, like, the second the new thing came out, the old thing disappeared off the fucking planet. Good example of this is look at Nintendo. Look at what Nintendo when like the video game crash. Like, how many people picked up the video game crash of like that era? Like, there was a huge sellout of that.
Mm-hmm.
And that is that. Yeah, and it is like I remember back in the day when the PS2, when the next generation consoles came out. I remember going to yard sales and buying PS1 games for fucking pennies on the dollar. Like, I bought like a box of PS1 games for $5. And we're not talking about small line games. We're talking like Final Fantasy. We're talking all the Final Fantasies. We're talking about Street Fighter Alpha 3. We're talking about top of the line console games that people would be like, "Oh my goodness, I want." Like, frick, my copy of Blood Omen? I got a copy of Blood Omen for $5 online. I got a copy of like not online, but on the yard sale. Sorry, my bad. I got so many games back in the day. I'm just like kind of floored that like, how the hell did that happen? That we're seeing games that I just never saw back in the day. The library's getting bigger. Like, sorry, go ahead.
No, so the other day I saw a video. I didn't watch it, but the guy was advertising that there was 4 new Atari games. I don't know if the guy was developing them himself. I don't know if they were being printed the cartridges or.
Yeah, they are being printed the cartridge. Actually, that's the funny thing. Yeah, we are legitimately seeing a change in the market I never saw before. Like, we are seeing like that. To me, as a gamer, that shit floors me. Like, to me, that says, okay, we have reached a peak in the market that we just never thought we'd ever see.
Mm-hmm. And I think part of it is if you want to get into developing games, you don't start with like Unity or anything complicated. You could if you want, but a great way to get started is to like create a retro game for a retro device, because people play it for novelty, and also it's a passion project to some extent, and you don't necessarily have to learn assembly code anymore, whether you're using a developer environment or a library to like copy and paste the snippets of code that you can modify, or even AI. It's like, people, it's much easier. Like, back in the day, like the way that you develop anything, like, generally speaking, my observation about the computing of the 80s and earlier, and even the 90s and stuff, but is that to develop a program for any given computer, you need to do it on a computer that's more powerful than the machine that you're targeting. So when they made the spreadsheet for Apple II called VisiCalc, it's like Excel, they did that on like a PDP or a PDP-8 mini computer basically, and that's like old, but it was a hefty machine that had a lot of RAM in it, that had the resources to handle that sort of like work.
No. Yeah, okay. I just died.
Of course, with Amiga, Commodore 64, a lot of people did develop directly on that hardware, so I don't want to take away from that. There were certainly plenty of people developing for Amiga, and that was partly because sometimes people were doing it in Commodore Basic.
Yeah, but no, we're seeing a revival in consoles I never thought we'd see. and that's kind of what I'm enjoying as a gamer. And this is something that I'm. So my big question to you is: do you think YouTube has had a major hand in this? Because that's my personal opinion. Probably.
Yeah, I think so. Because I mean,
Alright,
like,
guys,
when
I gotta get
one of the
going,
ways
but
I remember
I
a friend of mine,
will
he
talk to you
has a
guys
YouTube channel.
Oh, hey
called
DJ, hold on.
Organization.
What'd you say, Super?
I gotta get going, but I will talk to you.
Oh, thank you so much for being on, Super. Super's an artist. He does comics. He brought it up in the. If you want a thing, check out. He's on the Patreon. We have his Patreons up, so have a look at his Patreon if you want to have a look and see what he's got. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the shout out and thank you for having me on.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'll see you next time.
Yeah, man. Have a good night.
See you next time.
Yeah, useless. Your software is already going to be obsolete. Well, that's the thing. I think software's shifting in a way I never thought I would see. Like people, like we are moving really fast, but like as a whole, I'm just talking about how the retro games are starting to become a major market. And they are frickin'. I can't believe how big the market shifted for that in some ways. And like for example, vinyls have started becoming a thing. Why are kids picking up vinyl records for fuck's sake?
Well, some people like they'll say something that I kind of think is dumb, but I mean, I guess I should respect it. They'll say, "Oh, I just love the way it makes the scratch," and like they want to feel like they're in the 1930s. But others, they believe they have higher fidelity. And while I watched a video where a guy made a case against that, I would actually believe they do have higher, like in theory, better sound. And in particular, it's not when you get a master that comes from a CD that's put back onto vinyl. But sometimes, like they have these recording companies where like they had a fire, the warehouse got destroyed. They don't have the original like multi-track tapes or whatever they're called that like have the right quality. But an example would be when Metallica Master of Puppets first came out. You were able to buy on vinyl, tape, or compact disc, and people swore that it sounded better on either tape or vinyl. And I buy it because even though, while in theory tape is only 8-bit versus 16-bit audio, the analog doesn't have those gaps. Like, you know, digital is sometimes like when you have digital TV, you got that all or nothing signal, you know, like where you either get the tiling or the blocks on the screen. You don't get static, you don't get in between fuzz. You either got it or don't have the signal when it's over the air.
Yep.
And with like digital, like there are like things where like it's got like steps almost. It looks like if you zoom in on the VU meter, it's almost like you're gonna steps on a staircase. And on anything analog, that's not what you're dealing with. So that alone can make all the difference, especially when the people who created the music did it in that paradigm. Now, if you optimize it in the digital paradigm, then maybe it's another story. But when it's created in the analog paradigm, you could very well get what was intended and what potentially sounds better.
One second. I first asked the question: am I ending it? No, actually, I'm not. We're going as long as people want to go. Like we're gonna stay up as most of the thing. On the Monday show, it's a madhouse, so it is legitimately as long as we can take it. You know, I usually like to end around 10. That's my usual. Come on. Oh, I got it. I hate this stage. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna probably keep going until like if you want to. Do you want to go until 10, DJ? Or are you kind
Well,
of?
as soon as dinner's ready, but I'll probably be here till 10.
Yeah, okay. We'll set up. We'll go till 10, okay? Because the madhouse is ready to go. That's the game plan. As long as there's someone to chat to and we can have topics and we can keep talking. Yeah, I'll keep going. Yeah, no. So like, I might have to go take a leak, but that's about it. That's about it. But today's been weird. I usually don't. I've kind of told everybody don't bug me at 8 o'clock. My rule is not until afternoon, not until like 1 o'clock, and nothing after 8. That's been my kind of like my noble rule for the last little bit. And people calling me, oh, I gotta talk to this person right away. It's like I'm like, yeah. It's like, okay, yeah. So I had someone ask me for cheese. I had another person call me for this. It's like, okay, like, guys, what the hell? No, a friend of mine, neighbor brought me down some cheese, and I gave him some pineapple. Yeah. hey, go ahead, watch Logan. Like I said, I'll probably send people if there's enough people here. We'll send some people over to Logan after this. I'm probably gonna go to bed after this, but yeah, we'll go till 10 at least. I know. I don't like cutting Logan off, but I asked the chat what they want to do, and everyone said, "Hey, Monday, Tuesday, we're gonna do 8 o'clocks, and then the other ones we're gonna do early morning." Hey, guys, fair. But yeah, no, it's interesting how gaming has become a shift in a way. What's your thoughts on the whole violent YouTube thing that's going to be happening?
What?
You didn't hear about
I'm sorry.
YouTube? YouTube is not going to be promoting games that are. If you play violent video games on your channel, if you stream them, YouTube's not going to promote it.
Well, I think some people feel they're already not getting heavily promoted, so it's like, what difference does it make? And what gets me is
It does make a big. I can't
I
believe I
get
just.
it. Yeah, I mean, in fairness, but I'm just like one thing that I never understood. I don't know if this sounds related, but when people do channels about Nintendo zappers that are in like darker colors or whatever, and they like literally like I had a friend who was on a stream and someone was just showing it and it was like a private stream, it was like a member stream, and maybe someone reported it, maybe it was reported, but it caused a little issue there. But then I see these channels that focus on that topic and that's what they talk about, and that's fine. I mean, that's okay. I want them to be free to talk about it, but I don't understand the double standard sometimes. Like, what makes it okay for one channel to have like nothing but this thing, and then other channels like you show so much as a glimpse of this thing, this item,
Uh-oh.
and it's like it's
Oh, my controller.
pandemonium.
Yep.
So same thing with violent games. I suspect that it's like, it's gonna be maybe the same thing. I don't know. I'm speculating here, but it's like some channels will be anointed as the ones who are allowed to talk about violent games, and then others will be the ones who like show one glimpse of one thing from a violent game or one mistaken screenshot, and it's like the hammer comes down. And I don't know. I
Well,
mean, like I don't understand.
we've already had a ban list of video games. Sorry about this, guys. I had to something happened on my thing, and my controller lost signal. So 1 second, boys. I'll get this back soon. But no, I personally feel that this is, I think this is stupid I think this is stupid. I don't know what the mentality is and why they would even want to bring this fear into the gaming community. Like let's be honest. Like YouTube has been trying forever, and I don't know why. And I wish YouTube would stop trying to make this stop trying to make this what's it called? Make this a streaming service. It's not going to work as a streaming service. If you do that, you will kill the golden goose.
It's not
like
HBO,
YouTube
it's
has
not
been,
cable
yeah,
TV.
It's not cable TV, and that's what people like. There's a reason why shows like mine and shows like yours and other shows where we're not like big industry heads. We're not like spending $100 million on a TV show. We're just a bunch of nobodies doing a show. And doing this is why I look at VTubers, for example. VTubers, all VTubers do. This is all that VTubers do right now is stuff like this, like low end stuff that like nobody really it's just someone playing a video game and talking about stuff. This is making market because of the fact that YouTube is YouTube is allowing this. That's the reason.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get the logic of picking this fight against your. It's like cutting off your face. It's like cutting off your face to. It's like cutting off your nose to insult your face or something. I can't remember how that's worded, but it's like, why would you want to do that? It just
Maybe
I don't get.
a means of steering the what is popular, steering what people see. Maybe there's I shouldn't be getting all conspiratorial here, but something like that.
Oh man, go ahead. We don't mind the tinfoil hat a little bit.
It's
No,
like I read comments, and sometimes comments have certain insights, and it was about like how Steam, basically had that whole payment processing thing, and they had companies whining like EA about how they don't like the statistics showing for how many people download a given game, and it's like what because more people actually like Steam, and instead of like figuring out what is Steam doing right, they whine about it. They say it's anti-competitive, and it's like well because you guys, I guess you guys really want to do things your way that you can't imagine any other way to do it or something, and it's like the
especially with
premise
EA,
of
right?
make games people like.
Yeah, especially with EA. Like EA is a good example of that. EA, like for example, the indie market. This is something I was going to bring up tomorrow for Space Geeks, but like especially for the indie market, really think about the fucking indie market and how the indie market is blowing these guys out of the water, and they're freaking the fuck out. Like they are losing their minds about the simple fact that the indie market is blowing them out of the water. Like they don't know what to do. Like they actually are generally concerned that oh my god, we are dying, and they're like this can't be. How are we dying? How are we losing the market? How are we like this shouldn't be the market. The market shouldn't die like this. Like they are actually generally upset, and it's kind of funny if you think about it because they did it to themselves.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's how I feel about it. They did it to themselves. All right, 1 second. I'm gonna take a quick pee break, and then we will, we'll continue on. I'm almost done, actually. This has actually gone. I'm going really far.
I'm just gonna talk to the microphone and not say anything wrong to the microphone. So remember, guys, Wednesday is Soylent Green Day. Everyone's favorite food is now available on Wednesday. On Monday, it's Soylent Red Day. Tuesday, it's Soylent Yellow Day. Those taste like crap. Nobody likes them. That's why we had a riot in Union Square. But it's okay. No, I'm kidding. If you ever seen that movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's like a scene where they're in Union Square and garbage trucks show up to clean up the rioters, and they're garbage trucks, but they have front end loaders like bulldozer things on the front, and they scoop the people up and they load them into the back of the garbage truck, and it's hilarious. And Slim there. Well, if I can say my numbers are actually this, then I can do that. But I don't care about how I faked my numbers being this. If you want certain channels like Mr. Beast or Mr. Ballin or How Ridiculous. Mr. Ballin, I think somebody's kind of interesting, but I haven't watched him in a while because, like, you know, I don't
can I be honest? Can I be honest? I honestly believe Mr. Beast is artificial. Like I for years, I think Mr. Beast is an artificial channel. I think he was built to be like more of a channel in a way. Like they kind of pushed him to become Mr. Beast is actually was actually a good dodge. I truly believe certain channels were purposely built to be psychologically bigger. That's my own personal opinion. Maybe I'm wrong.
I get the impression he's big for the sake of being big. He's popular because he's popular. It's like, I don't know anything he actually does that means anything. The only thing he ever did was that game show that turned out to be kind of fraudulent.
Well, my theory, like I said, I still think that this is more of what's going on with Mr. Beast, that he's actually... Oh, get that, Yoshi. Shit, I'm dead. Boop, boop. So, I don't know, like some company, I think, like I said, because he had, like, there's certain evidence that proves that Mr. Beast had certain connections, and these connections were fundamentally used, and then that's how it is. Like a lot of these LA streamers, for example, I don't know how they're even online anymore. Like there has to be a valid reason. Some of these people should be fucking completely banned. Mr. Hassan shocks his dog Piper. Piker, you know the prick Piker who likes to shock his dog. Yep, he should have been gone long time ago.
Oh yeah, I mean what he said about my city and how he felt about that day. Ooh, what a miserable prick.
Oh yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know how these people are still online. Like potentially, like I just don't. I'm just like, okay. I guess some people get like 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 20th freaking tries at the fucking best swing of the bat. Like I don't get that at all. So my personal opinion, I don't know why he's online, like, as a whole. Like, like, I know a lot of I know why the VTuber, like, and this is the thing, the VTuber thing became a thing because of, key people. Like, that actually grew out of that grew naturally, but it grew naturally out of love of anime. Anime grew VTuber. Like, if anime hadn't gotten the person it is, that makes a little sense. The thought tubers make total sense on Twitch and other sites where it's like, like I understand why, like I even remember I think there's some real estate companies that they do real estate stuff on YouTube, and they purposely get super sexy girls with tight dresses, and they show up the thing, and they get like millions of views. It's like, well, why are they getting these views? Like, I don't know why this site's getting views. Like, this don't make sense to me. Does not compute. Does not regulate mind. I do not know why. Please, someone explain to me why this needs this. So that's my theory. That's my theory on the matter. I think it's it makes sense.
So wait,
like
in brief, I'm sorry, just make sure I understood correctly, because like you covered a lot of ground about the thought tubers. I don't even know what a thought streamer is.
A thought streamer is someone who
streams... I thought you said thought, like a person who talks about thinking matters. Oh, I know what those are. Never mind.
Yeah, we all know what those are.
Yeah, for a second I was thinking like, oh, a person who does content about cerebral stuff. But then
that would be actually more respectable.
Absolutely. Huh?
But like, I'm talking about the people who. I really hate this area. I really hate this area. I really hate this fucking area. I really hate this 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 area. Fuck off, ghost. Fuck off, ghost. Fuck off, ghost. Fuck off, ghost. Yeah, like that's the thing. No, go away. Go away. Get away from me, you prick. No, I think stuff like that's kind of funny. Now, the last topic I'm going to be bringing up today is I watched Bat Family today. Bat Fam, as it's called. The new Amazon Batman cartoon.
Oh.
And I was going to review that today for everybody. And this will be the last thing we do before I go. We take off for the day. And my opinion of Bat Fam. All right, anyway, my opinion of Bat Fam. Let's see. So there's some interesting things they did to Bat Fam I'm kind of surprised by. And one of those things they did to Bat Fam that made me kind of interested and kind of surprised by is the induction of Volcana as a person in the Batman trilogy. I did not think that turning Volcana into a 12-year-old girl or 11-year-old girl is kind of a weird idea. So what it is the story goes, Bruce Wayne, Volcana, a former supervillain turned into a superhero, slowly goes superhero, and Bruce and Alfred and Alfred's niece are all living in the same place with the guy who's Man Bat, and the ghost of Ra's al Ghul are all together under one house, kind of trying to make themselves a family. So the thing about that kind of made me go, what the hell, is like, in my opinion, he already has a Bat family. Why not use actual characters from the Bat family? Like, there are 5 Robins, for fuck's sakes, both male. There's 2 females, and there's like 3 fucking. There's so many characters you could fundamentally use. Why is the Bat fam Why are you adding characters that don't need to be a part of the Bat Fam? Now, the other thing about this is they really are turning Batman into like Batman is kind of a like he's got a beard. He's kind of like the beard dad type of thing. And so little Batman, aka Damian Wayne, is living with Bruce Wayne, and he's kind of like trying to be a proper dad. He's trying to be that dad that's like I'm a responsible. I make sure my kids are okay. He does he's kind of like trying to hit all the boxes here.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a part of it. Yeah, no doubt about it. That's definitely of the times here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so for me, it's interesting. Like, okay, so first starting with the opening. The opening for this show is actually not bad. Like, they have a good metal riff to it. It works. The main like it's not great, but it is kind of funny to watch. It's not bad. The main characters, all the characters kind of have their own points, and they have the way the story is portrayed. It's like someone adopting a child, and Man Bat is basically the weird uncle. You have Grandpa living upstairs. It kind of has that energy. That's the energy I'm getting from this show.
Is it Grandpa or Alfred?
Alfred's there, but Alfred's like second grandpa. It's like grandpa on the other side. It's like grandpa-in-law type of thing. It's kind of that weird feeling to this. It's not awful, but it's not good either. The art style in this is horrendous. This is that really, really, really bad art style that I do not like. It's that impressionist shit. I just no. Just knit. I do not want the impressionist shit. Thank you very much. Like it's really kind of like I am not interested one bit at this. Oh, are you kidding? He's gone. Son of a. Urge to kill rising. I promise I'd play through this game. I'm going to play through this game. Come hell or high water, this game will get played through. But no, it is kind of interesting that they kind of have it in this way where you got a Batman that's just kind of like he's trying to be the good dad type of thing. So it's done in the style of what's that? Those old sitcoms. That's how that plays. But man, that art style! Oh my god, I hate with an H that art style. That art style can take a flying leap off a freaking pier, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm looking this up.
Like,
I want to see what you mean. I need to see them. Oh yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah,
is
it's
that?
bad, right?
The fuck is that? Like he looks fat. Batman looks fat.
I know, right? Like Batman. Oh, he also wears a plaid shirt and has a beard.
Oh yeah, he's got a beard. What the fuck is that? It's like they went for zany. They went for like Courage the Cowardly Dog. It's like, hey, let's bring back Cartoon Friday, but make it shitty.
Yeah, it's not like I said, I do not like the art style. As a story beat, it's not the worst. Like there's some good ideas. Like I do like the idea of like
cute. Like I can see how it's a cute premise. Go on.
Yeah, it does have that cute daughter. Like the idea of the family adopting a girl. It's definitely an abused girl. You know, that's kind of like, okay, that does have its own energy. Taking a child in that you don't know and bringing her into your life. Like that is a huge thing. Like that's actually unique. That's different. That's something that I haven't seen before. Like, and the idea of doing that would be kind of an interesting idea. And he is legitimately trying to connect with Claire. That's the name of the character.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, it takes effort, but it's like that's love right there. That's like care. You know, like you're trying to uplift someone and take good care of them, and
Yeah, give them a
it's
love.
love when you are willing to rise to the challenge.
Yeah, and that is he does want to connect with her. He doesn't want her to like to feel alone because that's he feels she when he found her she got messed up by one of the one of the villains had messed her up, and she's so messed up, and he saved her, but she ended up turning into a 12-year-old. So he feels responsible. He feels like he wants to save, wants to bring her, wants to bring her back from, help her out. And I think that's
she looks 12, but she's got the mind of a grown person.
no, she's lost her memory.
Okay.
So she everything she remembers she only remembers the stuff she did as a child. She doesn't remember her adult years at all. Yep. It's an interesting idea. It's an interesting premise. I'm not it's not a bad idea. She remembers all the stuff she went through with Cagnus and all that type of stuff, but it's very, very interesting. Like, it's not dark in any way, shape, or form. This is very lighthearted. Like, I mean, Batman defeats a group of villains by showing how bad he does clouds. How bad painting for Cloud defeats people. So, I'm not hating this, but I'm not liking this either. I'm up to episode 7. I almost finished the show, and I could say, in all honesty, if this channel did not exist, and I don't do reviews for stuff, I would be perfectly honest in saying, oh fuck no, I'm not doing this review. This review is not being made if I was legit, if I did not have a channel. That's my own. Take that how you will, chat. If you want to watch this show, I think it's a good. Now, is the show good for kids? So far, I think the show's good for kids. Like, this isn't what Netflix has been pulling out lately. This actually is somewhat very balancing in a lot of ways. And in a way, it feels like a show about redemption.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not against it. Like I think you could show this to kids. Is there better on Amazon right now? Oh fuck yeah, there's G.I. Joe on Amazon right now. Why watch this when you could watch G.I. Joe? Like, fuck salt on that, And that's kind of how I feel about it. Like, I mean, you could watch G.I. Joe, you can watch the Super Mario Super Show, you can watch the Legend of Zelda show. I think they have a bunch of anime on there. Like, I think they have Mightiest Disciple Kenichi on Amazon right now, and that's actually a good show. A little pervy, but a good show. Because every martial art every martial art show has to have a Master Roshi. I mean, yeah. No, that is true. That is based off the old Japanese kung fu things. I don't know if you ever how much you know about the old Japanese and the old
I've seen like some odd kung fu movies, but some of them were like more Chinese martial arts than Japanese.
Well, even Chinese. Oh, you fucking. I can't believe I lost that again. God. Yeah. I think Mario World has run its course on me tonight. I think I'm at that point where I'm well, I'm done now. But hey, 34 lives, not that bad. I think that's a pretty good run, in my personal opinion. I did think I did pretty good.
We
You know,
believe
that's not. Yeah, I did pretty good. I'm not completely sucking. I'm sucking, but I'm not completely sucking. Again, I am not good at this game. I never said. Well, I'm good enough. Like I'm better than most. Like, you know, my friend. I'm doing better than my buddy. But like that's not saying much. I think I'm doing better than Logan would. Let's just put it that way. I'm not sure if Logan could do as good as me here. Like, a hot take. I think Logan could not do as good as I have. LCX would school me in this game, but that's okay. I am not good at this game. It doesn't help that my controller was acting up a little bit there for a couple minutes. It's like, I don't know if you heard all the swearing under my breath when that happened. I was like, I was speaking another language when that hit. It was like, son of a bitch. I'm dead. All right, okay, we're good. We're calling it. I'd like to thank everybody. I believe Logan's on right now. If you want to go hit Logan up and say Orc Raid, that would be great. I think we'll call it. Thank you so much for showing up, DJ. I guess I'll see you for Space Geeks tomorrow. Have you been watching Droids?
Yeah.
Ewoks cartoon.
By then, yeah. And Droids, is it? Oh, yeah. Okay, good. I'll catch up on that.
Yeah, I want to see what your thoughts are on that, because it's at the... I'm coming at. I'm going to be watching it tonight after maybe tonight or tomorrow morning. Well, I could probably watch it in the morning because I got nothing to do tomorrow morning. I got everything's pretty much cleared up. So I'd like to thank everybody.
Remind me
Hello,
to
Mark
watch
Waker.
Droids at midnight. Okay, carry on.
Yeah. Droids and Ewoks. I'd like to thank everybody who.
Remind me to watch Ewoks at 12:15 a.m.
Yeah, Mark, you're literally catching the end of this, unfortunately. Sorry. Yeah, I know. I didn't want to do that during live stream. I just reset the thing when that happened. All right, thank you so much, boys and girls. We will see you next time on Orc War Chief Reviews. Have yourself a good one, and we'll see you for Space Geeks tomorrow at 8 o'clock. See you guys later, and hopefully